We truly thank you. We truly thank you for lending your name and your reputation in the area of mental health and serving us today in our quest for a better tomorrow. You are an ambassador in every sense of the word.
I thank Bill and Eric Jackman for inviting me to attend and be a part of what I think will be a very important conference at a very important time on a very important issue across the country today.
Changing the world actually pushes academic success, not only the needle, but it can actually transform school districts, change grades, get kids into, of course, less destructive decisions, and so much more.
Well, this is my third time at ERDI, and I find it an opportunity to network. I think particularly it gives you a national perspective. It gives you an opportunity also to meet fellow superintendents.
ERDI, again, it is one of the most valuable organizations that we deal with at the executive level in our customer community.
I think it's important to bring the education partners and corporate partners together, because together we make the best decisions about the future in education. We know as educators what our schools require, what our teachers require with the future of education. Our corporate sponsors know the kinds of products that they would like to be marketing and need our advice, as we need to have their insight as well.
HP has a very strong focus on education. Ever since the company was founded, we've always been supporting educators and research into education. So we just find it natural to support ERDI because that's what the organization is all about.
So ERDI provides the venue for us to do that, and as a result of that, we're able to test new ideas out, test the readiness for new concepts and new ways of supporting teaching and teachers. And as a result of that, our program, our investment, if you will, is being informed by the best thinkers in the country.
And interventions designed to optimize academic, metacognitive, that means the higher order functioning, problem solving and all that stuff, and emotional regulation competencies. We can help kids learn these things. You can learn the times table and you can learn anger management. Both can be learned.
We rarely get together as colleagues across Canada, so personally I get a lot of enjoyment, I get a lot of information. I have people across Canada who I can phone and on a moment's notice get information and advice as to how we may want to proceed on some issues and challenges.
And so whether those are transportation issues or those are learning issues around assessment or the future and the direction of schooling or issues like mental health or poverty, there are commonalities that we see in all of our jurisdictions across the country.
As much as we'd like to think so, the corporate partners, we certainly don't have all the answers. And a lot of times those answers come from working with the smartest individuals in education. And those are many of the superintendents, directors, and directors general across the country.
But this is so important. This is one of those things that we put aside that sometimes we don't forget, but sometimes it has to take risks. As a director of education, you have to take risks. You have to think outside the box if you really want to move that needle. Empower students and teachers to really think differently and think of how they can actually make that difference.
And the other piece that's unique about it, it's not all business. It's about relationships. And that's why I'm here.
We can explore ideas that are really important, that are going to make a big difference to the education that we provide to our youngsters, both from the corporation's point of view and from the superintendent's point of view.
An opportunity to truly understand the needs of schools and educators, so that we ensure that the programs are developing and how we're rolling it out. We're doing it the right way and in consultation with the educational leaders.
And when you bring the leaders of education together with our corporate partners, only great things can come of it, and you learn from each other. And it's the rich dialogue and the rich engagement that takes place. And whether it's in the formal sessions that we have, or the table talk, or just grabbing a cup of coffee, every time that I find that you connect with a fellow educator or corporate partner, you share that common bond.
It's really helped us to interact with the educational partners so that we understand the education system from a different aspect. Coming from a corporate perspective, we know that we have a product offering, but how does that fit in with today's education system? And coming to this venue, coming to this conference allows us to network and really find out some areas where we can fit with the education system and create some solutions that really work.
It's a fun event. It's, when you come back, it's like, first day of high school, where you're seeing all your friends and catching up and, just meeting your friends again.
So excited to meet old friends and see new friends and have an opportunity. And everybody's here is coming with greatest intentions. They all put kids first. They all understand why we're here, what the objectives are, what we want to accomplish. So it's incredibly motivating, incredibly inspiring to see where education is not only now, but where it will be for years to come.
It's very family-like, and over time, because we come together every 6 months or so, and over time you get to know people better and better.
The networking opportunities are incredible. The connections are so rich, and the opportunity to rub shoulders with presidents and vice presidents of companies and colleagues from across the country in terms of people that are leaders in education around the country. It's just, I can't say enough about the richness of that. And I come back and I'm energized. I come back and I have a bunch of new ideas that I want to try out. And it's just wonderful. I would not miss it for the world.
The conference is super amazing. We learn continuously. We come here, we build strong relationships. We learn things that we would have never had the opportunity to learn. We can create some sustainable and really topical offerings to the school district. It's fantastic. I love it. It's the absolute best venue that we do, bar none, every year.
As you know, we have a provincial jurisdiction in education, so we do it one way, someone else does it another way, and ERDI affords us that opportunity to be able to check it out and see what's going on. It's wonderful.